another cigarette and be on the opposite end of this goddamn table. So I see a seat open up. Apparently one of the guys said to one of the girls, "Hey, why don't you sit on my lap and make out with me?" This bitch says, "Okay." And she gets up, sits in his fucking lap. I'm like, bam, there's a fucking seat open. I get up, I sit down. She's on the other side of the goddamn table. I'm good. I'm looking every fucking direction but hers. I'm looking like, imagine that the TV is where she is that you're looking at right now. I was looking at every goddamn thing else trying to play the game.
I got a big ass TV.
You know what? That's probably almost exactly right. Just think a little bit bigger and you'd be accurate. So I'm sitting there, and the girl next to me, she is fucking shit hammered. So I'm talking to her. "Hey, how's your day been? What you been drinking on? Da da da. Bitch puts a hole in my my fucking brand new white tee. I just bought it that day. This bitch puts a hole in it with a cigarette. Okay, whatever. How can this day get any worse?" So she gets up, she starts making out with somebody. Okay, cool. This bitch on the other side of the goddamn table sees an open seat and says, "Hey, ain't nobody sitting next to him. I need to sit next to him right now before somebody takes it." I see this bitch get up, and I look to the left, there's the empty seat. I look to the right, there's a red-headed homosexual.
Better kiss that homosexual.
I look back, I see her grab that goddamn chair, and I fucking turn. Full body. And I looked at him and said, "So how's your day been?" I want to know. Tell me about it. He's like, "Man, I've done so much fucking coke in the last week, it's not even funny." It's like, I'm interested. Tell me more. And this is where the shit goes south. I'm looking to the right. I'm focused on this conversation. I blocked out that entire side. I did not see or realize that she had gotten up. She done sat down next to me with that fucking stupid smile on her face. She gets up out of her seat, and she takes a step, and I feel something brush up against my left knee. As I start to turn to the left to see what the fuck is on me now, I realize that there's something around my left knee. And it's not a hand. This bitch has stood up and basically straddled my left leg in an attempt to stand in front of me. As I turned to assess the situation, I feel two hands come around my face. This bitch has her hands locked around my head. And they weren't fucking tiny hands. No. They were goddamn club hammers. They were meaty as hell. And by the time I realized that that she was on my leg and that her hands were around my head, she had lifted my face. And all I could see was her face. And I was terrified. And what happened next was a nightmare.
Oh God. Crescendo, here it comes.
Oh my God.
What happened to all
Like, I'm holding myself again. So, what happened was she grabbed my face and then she forced her tongue down my throat. And I was paralyzed for a good 15 seconds out of shock and disgust that it was happening. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know why it was happening. I realized what was happening. I didn't know what the fuck to do because this is not something that's supposed to happen. Stranger danger, no means no, none of that shit worked. She face fucked me with her tongue. She takes her, she still has her hands around my head. She throws my head back, not releases it, fucking throws it back. Takes her arm and wipes her fucking face like she just demolished a dozen donuts and getting the fucking icing off her lips. And she looks at me and she says, "I'm gonna go piss. I'll be right back."
Fight or flight did not initiate. Oh no.
I didn't say anything. Everyone around the table was watching in awe. I held on to that chair like it was the only thing keeping me alive at that moment in time. And I just watched her as she stepped off of my leg, releasing me. And she went around the table. And I followed her visually until I saw her go into the building and cut the corner to go to the bathroom. The literal second that I saw her disappear from view, I looked real quick at everybody and said, "I have to go. I'll see y'all later." I got up. I was inside of that building. It was about 300 feet away. I made it there in 5 seconds. I didn't take the elevator because it was going to take too long to get in that bitch. I hit the stairs and I ran. The stairs. Got to my room. Made sure the lights were off. Locked the door. And that is where I stayed for the next 2 days. I literally sat down on the bed and I kept watching the door while holding myself and rocking. Because I was afraid. And I was afraid mainly because when I had first sat down, before any of this shit happened, I introduced myself. Hi,
I'm Darren.
My name is Darren. I'm staying in room 326. Third floor, very end.
Hey Darren, you there?
I was blessed that she was so fucking drunk.
Darren, you home?
I was blessed because she was so drunk she thought I said the 4th floor. So she went upstairs 1 floor and started knocking on the last door and then every other door down the hall. I could hear her. I could fucking hear her walk. That's why I stayed in the bed holding myself because I heard her coming. I was scared. That was terrifying.
You boy, it's time to come in.
Like, now, there was a second run-in with her, and I was so lucky because I happened to be with my boy, and at that particular moment in time, her attentions were diverted from me to him. And I cannot tell you how bad I felt and how happy I was that he was now the target of her fucking affection. It's kind of like being chased down by Jason, and then like you and your buddy are running together, and then y'all split up, and that's the moment that he decides to go towards your buddy instead of you. Like there's that sense of no, oh God, it's gonna kill him, but at the same time, he's not coming after me. I'm fucking safe. Oh my God, that was a hilarious story from the other side because I got to watch it and I knew it was gonna fucking happen.
Thank you.
Similar setup. Me and my buddy were drinking. We went to, we were at his room with a bunch of people. We were all getting fucked up. This girl texts him, says, "Hey, we've got some liquor down here. Do you want some?" I looked at him, said, "Fuck, you ain't seeing nobody. Might get a little more than liquor." He said, "Okay, yeah, sure." And then she asked if I was there. So, yeah, I want some liquor. Okay, cool. Both of y'all can come over. Nice. We get there, this nasty fat bitch, and I do mean nasty fat bitch. Like, there's the levels of fatness, and she breaks the damn scale. And she's sitting on the floor, so she looks like Jabba the Hutt trying to wear goddamn tarp, okay? But we're being nice. And we say, "Hey, how y'all doing tonight?" My buddy's friend says, "I'm doing all right, not too bad." This bitch says, "I'm ready to get fucked." Now fucked up. I look at him, he looks at me, we both give the same expression of, "I ain't gonna be the one to do it."
Take one for the team.
Ain't nobody gonna take a guy. No, you can't just take one for the team. That'd take a goddamn week and like months of therapy. Fuck that. So, you know who it is. It's fucking Tyler.
Yeah.
Tyler was the one that got chased down. So, we're sitting there, we're drinking liquor, having a good time. She's starting to get a little handsy. Not with me, but with him. So we decide to go have a cigarette, try to get some distance, some space, some control setting, right?
I need a cigarette. Come with me, Holly.
Exactly. That's what it was. Come on, let's go have a cigarette. Now. Yeah, okay, let's go. Let's go. Trust me, I need a cigarette too. So we went out to the fucking stairwell, we're smoking a cigarette, and a girl comes. Now, the fat bitch, she don't smoke, which is fine. And, we're sitting there, we're talking. Now, Tyler has his back to the door.
Bad idea.
To the stairwell. So, this bitch, we're all sitting in there talking, and, she's trying to get close, and he's, shrugging her off, keeping her off. This motherfucker's doing, like, he's juking her in the fucking hallway. Like, just, it's real smooth, It's like you ain't even trying to fucking juke, you just boom. I was just moving that way anyway. And, we're standing there, having a cigarette. She hollers, "I gotta go take a piss, I'll be right back." Okay. Yeah, you go do that.
She's been announcing her pissing a lot. We got a problem.
Whenever she drinks, she apparently has to go break the seal all the time. So, we're sitting there all...
Get on the other side of it.
The three of us are having a conversation, and his back is to the door, to the stairwell. So, I see it when it happens. And I don't know how to tell him that it's about to happen, because it happens so quickly. The whole event. I look over to my left, I see the girl, I'm talking to her. I hear the door. I start turning towards the door, I see the door is opened, And he's still standing there with the cigarette in his hand.
Chucky is there.
I see her walk into the door. She takes her arms. She slides them in between his arms around his body, and she gives him a deep, full hug.
And pulls him into the next dimension.
Pulls him close. And I shit you not, it's like watching the Antichrist being born. His face went pale. His eyes got big. He looks at me like, you sacrificed me. And I look at him, and I give him that look, like, just run. And I see him as he lifts his head a little bit, lifts his arms, and fucking does a 180, breaking free of the hold, and pushing her off to the right side. In one solid motion, because she hadn't locked the fucking grip in. And I've never seen somebody, like, I swear to God, if you had gave him a football, this motherfucker, he probably would have fucking, like, he would have fucking nailed it. God damn. He would have done the 500 in like 7 seconds that night. I ain't never seen somebody run so fast. This motherfucker hauled ass. Like, it was a quick motion. Real solid, smooth. Just, this bitch has her arms around me, breaks loose, and starts running down the hall. He makes it to the elevator and inside before she makes it a quarter of the way down. But I swear to God, she chased after him. It was like watching Indiana Jones live. Because I could hear him. He went, and I heard her. And I remember that night because I was about fucked up when it happened. And I was like, run, motherfucker, run! Oh my God. So, yes, I've been molested.
That's worse than my encounter with Chucky. So, yeah, you bitch, your milk and cookies are hers. That's how she was going to take them.
She mouth fucked me with her tongue, and I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I know how I feel about it, but I don't know how to put it into words. Like, I can't describe it. I felt violated. I felt violated. It was not wanted. That is the one time I can say I was raped. She took something from me, and I can't ever get it back.
She laid claim to you, Holly. She laid claim.
Like, I learned something about myself that day.
What top boy go to?
And that was, if I'm sitting down and somebody sits on my lap, if they weigh enough, I don't have enough arm strength to push them off of me. So I started lifting weights for my arms. Just in case. Like, Deadpool has had it where he's had people try to... You've had people, like, literally sit on your dick and say, you're gonna fuck me. And you're like, oh, God, no, okay, fine, whatever. I was fortunate in that I was in a public place. Because if I had been in my room and she had done that shit, she would have broke my goddamn pelvis. It would have totally been death by snoo-snoo, and it would not have been good. Pleasurable. just no, no, absolutely not. I'm glad Core stopped streaming though, because I don't need this story getting out on the internet.
Bitch, I started that shit up.
You son of a bitch. It was bad. It was so bad. I ain't never had a day like that.
I started to
Ever
Holly.
or before.
I even got the part where you got tongue fucked. So, yeah.
It was such a bad day, man. Like, it was so long ago, it doesn't even matter now. But when it happened, like, I literally stayed in my room for a day and a half. I didn't come out for food or nothing. I didn't give a fuck. I was gonna sit in I was scared I was gonna step outside and I was gonna see her and she was gonna be sober and then she was gonna try that shit again. And I just wasn't ready for it. I was not ready. I didn't leave my room until fucking Labor Day. Granted, it was like 3 days, but still.
I can't do this no more. I can't do this no more. I can't do it no more. I'm done. Deadpool's done.
It was bad, man.
I'm gonna shoot the core from here, from our core,
Now,
for the last
I will
2%.
say that my Labor Day was a hell of a lot better than the, like, you know,
Shoot the core.
the Friday
You ready?
before. The Friday before was just fucking horrible.
Whip.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, it did take 2% off.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
So we've been standing here a while now, Holly. Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing here?
Oh
You
my
a fucking
god.
party leader.
What the fuck are we doing here?
Why?
Cause I chased you by other because I maxed out on my fucking Titan.
I ain't even realized quit this bitch.
Information on Oryx to the Vanguard.
I'm fucking
That's what I
done,
was
dude.
trying to do.
I'm fucking done, dude. I can't
You're
do
not
this.
done. You
I
can
need
do
my
this for a
last beer. I bought a 6-pack of Tall Boys. I'm on the last one tonight, fucking we up. I don't drink 6
come
Tall Boys when I go to the club.
But what you're saying is you've had a good night.
Okay. Tally it up.
Listening
No,
to
no.
some stupid shit.
No. I've had an
Bullshit.
eventful night. I've had so much shit go down that I needed a...
Yeah, well, screw
Hello?
Wait on you, bitch.
The signs
Damn, where the
Plug
fuck
my
we
controller.
going?
I've had so much shit go down. Needed a fucking beer for each event. Like it was like trials, and then it was like fucking Paragon as a group, and y'all niggas don't play Paragon, so the match lasts for 35 minutes. And then it was Sly, and then it was my fiance story, and then it was like Holly's molestation story.
The shit
I
just
needed
wasn't
a,
right, man.
I needed a beer for every event that happened tonight, and I blame you.
Where the fuck your brother at?
He's at his bitch's house because he's got a tournament in the morning.
Hey, he
What
bitch
kind of
bitch?
tournament does he have?
Oh, a martial arts tournament. That's what that nigga does for a
Okay.
living. We've already been over this.
I forget this motherfucker had a tournament in the morning.
I'm about to go on and go to sleep, dog.
You don't want to do some banner with me, man?
Nah, I'm tired as hell, man. Saturday got
Man, motherfucker, I got up at 6 o'clock yesterday. Went to work, did 12 hours. Came home. You been up for 24 hours?
I know what a dick tastes like. I think it'd be
That's
worse
good.
if you said smell.
Do you really? really think so.
Yeah,
Because,
I know
you
what
know-
a dick smell like.
That just implies that you had your face in it.
You're right. Like you say, you know what a dick tastes like. That's like,
Deep into it.
you know, that's
deep
like that.
into it.
No, that's like if you masturbate. That's like if you masturbate and then you accidentally eat a Snickers too fast.
The fuck?
You be like,
What?
You be like, this kind of tastes like dick. But if you know what a dick smell like, that means that the base of a penis was resting between your top lip and the bottom of your nose.
But how is that different from having a dick in your mouth? I mean, you have a dick resting between the front of your lips and the back of your tonsils.
No, bro, it's niggas that go to prison and get raped, right? See, you go to prison and they're like, you don't suck my dick, I'll slit your throat. Them niggas ain't smelling nothing. They just sucking dick. But if you know how
Motherfucker, they got to breathe, don't they?
No, bro, you ain't smelling no dick sucking a dick in prison because you can't breathe because every time you breathe, you crying. You don't know what smell smells
everything
like.
about it.
I bet if you was sucking a dick in prison, a nigga could peel an onion right next to you and you wouldn't cry.
Motherfucker, I'd already be crying.
Exactly. You ain't worried about smelling shit.
You're taking the most convoluted route to get over here. I've just been following you like a damn fool.
Core, I don't know if I can play anymore tonight.
Bitch, start it up.
I'll start it up and fucking sit in the corner.
But did I kill her?